When you look at a shaped cutter, do you think Trinket bowl? Well, I did. Hi there, Sandy Huntress here for Create Along. Today I have for you a really cute home deck project using supplies from the Floral Fantasia Create Along box. So here's a very different way of using your crafting supplies. I'm going to use this large petal cutter from the Floral Fantasia box to make a sweet little trinket bowl. I decided to use a clay blend. I just grabbed some clay from my scrap bin. I think this is Sculpey Souffle Turnip, and this is just a blend of pinks from my scrap bin. I made a blend with them. This is rolled out on a number 3 of my pasta machine. I'll talk more about that in a minute. You can certainly do your bowl with a solid color, but I just thought a blend was kind of fun. The next thing I did was I took the Floral Extravaganza silkscreen that came in the kit and then silkscreened over that with gold paint. You just use a squeegee, smooth it on. Be sure to clean your silkscreen immediately so that you don't ruin it by letting the paint dry in it. Of course, you'll want to let the paint completely dry before you proceed, but it doesn't take long. It's a very small amount of paint. To make a little bowl, you will need a 10 or 12 by 3-inch strip of clay. You can make your blend go in any direction. I just kind of had it in mind to have the lighter color in the center and the darker on the outside, but you could certainly do it the other way. So this point here is going to be the inside of the bowl, and this fancy edge will be the outside. Here's a practice piece. It's not super attractive because I was just practicing with some grungy clay, but just so that you have the idea. And I'll talk more about this in a bit too. So you'll want to cut either 5 or 6 petals out of your clay. You want to press really firmly. In fact, I recommend taking an acrylic roller or an acrylic block and just making sure that you get all the way down to your tile, because there will be kind of some ragged edges left. By putting very firm pressure on, you'll get as clean a cut as possible. Give it a little wiggle too, that will help. Peel away the excess. Now, I made this bowl with 5 petals, but you could certainly do 6. It might be a little bit easier to get the spacing right. Take a moment and really smooth out those edges because they will show in your final piece. And this is rolled out on a number 3 of my pasta machine, which is around 1.5 millimeters thick. This was rolled out on the thickest setting, which is about 2 millimeters thick, and these edges to me just feel a little bit thick and chunky, so that's why I decided to do this just a little bit thinner. Of course, you don't want it too thin, or your bowl won't hold up well. So smooth out all those edges, and cut 5 or 6 pieces to make your bowl. Here are my 5 petals, all cleaned up and ready to form into a bowl. And speaking of forms, we'll need a form to get the shape. What I have here is a set of bath bomb molds. I got these on Amazon. Just type that into any search, and they make perfect little bowl forms. I'm using the smallest one here. It's about 2.5 inches in diameter. And you just start forming your bowl on it. Now you could, if you wanted, silkscreen one side of your clay, let it dry, flip it over, and silkscreen the other, since both sides are going to show. Also, if you're using an even number of petals, you could do this, alternate, and then you would have the exact same thing showing on both sides. But of course, since I'm using an odd number of petals, it's not going to work. I have found that 5 or 6 works best for this smaller size. But if you wanted to use the bigger ones, you could just use more petals. And it would just take a little experimenting. Just use some scrap clay and experiment until you figure out how many you need to make the size you want. So I'm going to have my silkscreen design facing up, and I have that point right in the middle. I'm trying to line up these two lower bumps with the edge of the mold. That just seemed to work out just about right. That put the point in the middle, and then guess at about 1/5 of the way around. Line it up the same. Don't press them hard because you may want to adjust. You'll notice on this one it's not quite even. These ones are a little farther apart than the others. So just lay them on lightly so that if you need to go back and shift something around, you can. It looks like that's going to be just about right. And then lift up this first one you put down so you can get a nice spiral when you tuck in your last one. And that actually looks pretty even. Now I'm going to flip the whole thing over and press it straight down onto my work surface to flatten that out so that my bowl will sit flat. That was another thing that I noticed when I did this test piece, was I didn't do a very good job of that, and it's lumpy, and so it's a little weeble wobbly. So not a bad idea to do a test with some scraps. So really press down nice and firm. And after you've done that, you've got it nice and flat. Rather than using your fingers to try to peel it up from the tile, go ahead and use a clay blade. Do a little zigzag motion to kind of keep that neat. If we were to bake this on this form, the metal would make the inside of our bowl shiny. So I am going to gently peel it out of the bowl. But I do want to leave it on the form because I don't want it to slump. Now, isn't that pretty? So I figured out something that I could put on there as a barrier, but that wouldn't leave wrinkles or marks or shine. And this is just a little bit of cotton batting. I'm going to lay that on there. Lay my bowl back in, and then bake it. So I hope you enjoyed this project. Give it a try with more petals, with different designs, with veneers that you have. Maybe you have other shape cutters that this has now given you an idea for how you could make something really pretty and a beautiful gift. Nice place to stash cute little special treasures. Again, this is Sandy Huntress for Create Along. Happy creating.